Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for all signs and any sign that you may be thinking of. Please use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Let's all call in our spirit guides now and see what loving messages Spirit has for us. Spirit, what is it that you want us to know? What is it that you have for us? I ask for some guided messages. I'm listening for you now. I have the wood nymph. Beauty. Okay. The beauty inside of you is how it's coming into me more than anything. And I also feel this cleansing feeling with she's standing in this lake, the number 52, but I feel this cleansing that, after something very difficult, or I have physically released something and cleansed my body, cleansed my soul, cleansed my spirit. So I do feel that I feel more beautiful about that. I do feel more connected. That feels nice. I have the spirit guardian of autumn. Okay, so maybe an autumn sign. So let's think September, October, November, something like that. I have the number 35. I have letting go. So yeah, I do feel this cleansing. I feel once I've cleansed, I don't know. I'm feeling better is how it's coming into me. And I have standing stones, this passage, a passage through time. Now this looks like Stonehenge, which, we have no idea how long Stonehenge is been there, but it's not going anywhere. So there's sense of I'm not going anywhere and I've got to take care of myself first. Number 40. So it feels like a process. It feels like I've gone through a process of cleansing, healing, letting go, and I'm not going anywhere. I like that energy, this sense of I've got to take care of myself. And I have a lot of time ahead of me. I have many, many years ahead of me to live my life to its fullest. Spirit, please share with me loving guidance. I have love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness, unconditional love, with the exception of as long as somebody's respecting you, you're more than happy to love them and be loved, but they've got to earn that. They've got to earn that respect. They've got to earn that trust. I have the chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, codependence. So somebody who is a runner, somebody who is afraid of commitment. So you've got to have somebody that is willing to be in it. I have the golden mirror, a narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed and one-sided. I feel like Spirit, maybe this is what we let go. Maybe this is Spirit's way of saying, hey, don't go down this path again. Don't go down the path where it's all about them because they said, you're standing strong here and you've got a long ways to go. So maybe you're going to make a wiser choice this time, or they're going to put other options in front of you to remind you that you don't want to be in this one-sided relationship. And there's a lot of that out there. There's a lot of really narcissistic people and selfish people. So maybe Spirit's reminding you of, stay away from that. Talking. Okay, so I'm interested. I'm waiting messages, text, calls, emails. So we've got somebody that's ready to start to talk. We've got some kind of messages coming in, or text messages, calls coming in, but it feels like an increase in communication. It feels like we are starting to, connect, at least in that respect. And then I have passion. I have insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interests and burning desires. I think that Spirit's just reminding you that whatever you let go of isn't necessarily what you're attracting. And sometimes we have a tendency to think that we attract the same kinds of energy all the time. We attract the same kind of people. Why do I keep finding these people who are just immature or self-absorbed? It could be that you're just making a wrong choice. It could be that you're ignoring the red flags. But this time I feel like Spirit's bringing you somebody that is going to offer you this unconditional love. The sparks are flying. We're having fun. I want to be in this connection, I'm feeling, and I'm excited about it with this. I'm interested, I'm talking, I'm reaching out. So there's very much a feeling of they're coming towards you. They want more and more. So that feels good. Spirit, share with me, what are my cards saying? I have an Ace of Swords. I have a Hermit. I have a Four of Swords. And I have a Seven of Pentacles. This is a feeling of a couple things. The first thing that came into me was a little bit of a holding pattern, that I put this part of my life on hold. Could be you, could be them. I put this part of my life on hold for a long time because I just wasn't ready to be in another relationship. And even the Hermit, even though they're a hermit, a lot of people like to be alone, and sometimes they prefer to be alone. So this person may have been alone for a long time. They may have been single for a long time. And it's given them the opportunity to get to know themselves and to know what it is that they want. But I don't feel like they were chasing love. I really don't. I feel that it's more of a, I'll know it when I see it energy. And if I see it, I'm going to trust my own, instincts. I'm going to trust my own voice. And then I'll put the energy into it. Then I'm willing to build. Then I'm willing to put in the time for the right person. They're sharing with me if I'm honest with myself. So it's those questions that we ask ourselves. Is this person good for my higher self? Is this person good for my future self? So they're saying I'm going to be asking myself some hard questions heading into this relationship. Because if I'm going to put my time and energy into somebody, it better be good. And that could be your feelings. That could be their feelings. So I don't want to waste my time. I'm not interested in games. So I am feeling that I'll keep waiting. I'm waiting till the right one comes along. Is really, that's what we're all doing. And it's just a sense of I'd rather not be in a relationship than be in the wrong relationship. I have a Page of Cups. So I have this new energy coming in. I have a Seven of Cups. I have a Six of Pentacles. And I have a Nine of Wands. This came into me as fairness, the Six of Pentacles. It came into me as somebody coming into my life that's more fair, because I feel like I had somebody in the past that dragged me down. They could have been either energy draining, they could have been financial drain in some way. They could have always had their hand out, Spirit saying they were always asking for more, asking for, can you help me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And very one-sided energy. And it was very dragging me down. So when they say fairness, you and your person are looking for more of an equal balance, and as far as give and take, and as far as how much somebody's putting into the relationship, the other person's giving as much. So I feel like that's really important. Somebody is going to strike you as, I just like something about you. I'm going to say it that way. Okay. There's a lot of people that we meet along the way, Spirit's saying, and not everybody we have interest in, not anybody strikes our, fancy, so to speak. but there's something about this person, there's something about you that they find interesting, and they're saying sparks are flying. Okay, so it's more than just I'm interested in you. It's I actually have this amazing chemistry with you, and I can feel it immediately. So does it pull this person out of hermit energy? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I have a 3 of Wands. I have a King of Wands. Yeah, there's high chemistry here. And I have a Sun. This is gorgeous. And I have an Emperor. Well, let's take Emperor at the bottom of the deck as well. This is beautiful because it's the energy that comes towards us that says, and beginning energy, that says, I'm really excited about this person. And we don't get that feeling very often, do we? So here's the Sun and the King of Wands. I'm attracted to you. I can see myself with you. I can see myself in the future with you. I'm already projecting, what it could be like to be with you. So I feel like we're already starting to have those feelings where you feel like you may have met the right one and you've been waiting for the right one to come along. And I think the spark, I'm just going to say one spark does it, whatever it is, the look in the eye, the one look in your eye, the moment in time that we meet, whatever it is. But I feel like just one spark does it, like you are doing it for me. That feels nice. So for those of you that are waiting, we've definitely got a new beginning over here. Spirit, please share with me any energy you need me to know today. I have these are little Alice in Wonderland cards. So first of all, I have the 8 of Clubs. So that's my 8 of Wands. And I have the Eaglet. Why is the Raven like a writing desk? They're little riddles, but how it's coming into me with the 8 of Clubs is probably more important. And this Eaglet is getting ready to fly. It's a little baby eagle. And it's almost this feeling of, look at me, and I'm going to leave the nest and I'm going to fly. And that 8 of Wands also tells me that, my energy is shifting. I've grown. I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to head into a new direction. So that is how that particular little card is coming in. I have the 4 of Hearts. Okay, so the 4 of Cups, the Herald. How long is forever? Sometimes just 1 second. So here's the wait. Here's the waiting. Here's the announcement that news is coming. I like that. And the 4 of Cups. So it is a sense of I've been waiting patiently for my right person, and it feels like forever. But at the same time, there's going to be that moment in time that you meet and you'll say, it was worth the wait. I knew that the right person was going to come along, and it just all works out somehow. But this announcement, this news is coming. And I have an Ace of Cups, gorgeous, the Dormouse. Surround yourself with people who make your heart smile. It is then, only then, that you'll find Wonderland. So an Ace of Cups, here comes the love. Here comes the people in my life that make my heart smile. People who make your heart smile. Boy, that sounds so simple, doesn't it? But not everybody makes you smile. Not everybody brings you joy. And Spirit saying, 3 of Pentacles, it says, drink me. The best way to explain it is to do it. That is coming into me more as be in it. Okay, dress up and show up. Put your energy and time into you and this person. Be in it. Don't question it. Go for the ride. Give it the best chance that you can. And don't worry about what's going to happen down the road. So this feeling of, I'm just going to try to stay in the moment. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to know about this connection, these sparks, this ready to fly energy, the announcement? I have a moon. I have an Ace of Swords. I have a Three of Pentacles again. Okay. And I have a Justice card. I have to tell you, this is more of a thought of a future with you. I believe that people can decide in a nanosecond when they meet the right person. This is somebody I could see myself with. This is somebody I could see myself marrying someday. So this is definitely, are you available? They just said this person wants to know everything about you. Like, what is your future? What is it that you want? I don't feel like they're being held back by anything. I do feel like they've worked through a lot of their shadows. They've had a lot of time to be a hermit. They are open to whatever spirit brings them. If it's a commitment, I feel like they're open to it. And this feels, the Three of Pentacles again feels like I want to be all in. I really do want to give it my best effort. I have a King of Swords, truth, justice, honesty. I have a Tower. I have a Page of Swords. And I have a Magician. This is coming into me as I want to share my past. So the person who is not afraid to tell you what they've been through, not afraid to tell you why other relationships ended. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, it looks like. You know, what happened? And I'm just going to get it out of the way. I'm just going to tell you kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And don't judge me. It's just my past. So part of me feels like that's something that we both just put on the table and just say, hey, this was my past relationship, why it ended, why it didn't work, what I learned from it. This feels like honesty. This feels that they're taking an honest look at themselves. And they're also, the Magician is coming into me as they're taking an honest look at you. That they're looking at all that you have to offer. They're looking at all the different aspects of you. Either you're very secure, you could have a great career, you could have built up a life for yourself, you're loving, you're caring, you're passionate, they're attracted to you. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Look at the Cheshire Cat. They've got this big kind of grin on their face all the time. So I'm just going to say, look at that smile. Like they almost have this cat ate the mouse grin, because maybe they're really, really excited to be with you. And maybe they thought you were somebody out of their league, and they are just so excited that you are as attracted to them as they are to you. So that feels nice. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a Hanged Man. Okay, I have a Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. And I have a Seven of Swords. So the Ace came into me as the offer, but this came into me as I'm ready to start something new. I'm ready to, move forward with something. Clarification, bottom of the deck, I have a Lover's card and a Nine of Wands and a King of Cups. So if I were to add a Knight of Cups, if I were to add, the Seven of Swords, I guess I'm just going to say that this is the fear. The fear is maybe this Tower was about somebody, who hurt me, abandoned me, ghosted me, cheated on me. This is my fear. And my, because what's happening is I can see us together. I can see us going through whatever we're going to need to go through. We're going to get through it, good and bad times. And I can feel myself falling in love with you. I can see myself falling in love with you so easily. So I feel that the only thing that's I don't even think it's holding back. I feel like it's crossing their mind, I would say. And crossing your mind is, I just don't want to be hurt again, which I think everybody says. But I can see myself falling for you is this main feeling. So that's when you know, like, uh-oh. I can definitely see that I can fall in love with you very easily, and I can also get hurt very easily. And that could be, you know, crossing their mind. But that we got to give it a try. We have to be willing to stay in the moment. We have to be willing to stay in the day and be in the connection. So we can't worry about what's going to happen. We can't worry about, you know, somebody hurting you in the future. We have to just look at what's right in front of us. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What do you have for us today? I wish I could feel your body close to mine. Absolutely. So this Knight of Cups is going to fantasize about you. We know already the sparks are flying. I would like to give this another chance. So for some of you, it could be, maybe it's a second chance, but I'm going to say a chance. I'm not necessarily feeling a reconciliation. I had that a lot of new beginning energy. We are both working together in unison, even if you cannot see it yet, that these souls are trying to work together. These souls are trying to work together, to be together, to stay together. Beautiful. My emotions for you are running deep. I feel like you've met somebody that we could consider the right one. You waited for the right one and the right one came along is really what's happening. So we're going to put this out to the universe for today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. They really help me each day to be motivated to do your readings. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMammelonPsychicMedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels here on YouTube. I'll put the links in the description and in the comments. Thank you again, and we will see you all again in another Love Messages real soon.